All right.
Doug Emmons?
Well, since I can't ask questions and expect to get any answers, I'll just put this in a statement form. I'd like it to be made public knowledge that Councilman Marandino is the one who hired the construction people, and he is the one who supervised the work at the Civic Center. I would like to know at some future time in some way, I don't know how it would be made public, why there weren't any permits pulled and why there weren't any inspections done. We had a $50,000 limit that we had to stay in under at the time. They were quite proud of the fact that they stayed under it at 45,000, but yet how much more are we going to have to spend now to correct the problems that weren't addressed for the first time? Is it going to cause us to go over $50,000 and then causes some problems with the state or anybody else? Just, I don't expect to get any answers, but I want that on public record.
Do you want me to call you and talk to you about it?
Only if you can.
I can.
But
Absolutely.
I do want it. I do want some answers on it because I'd like to know why that all happened that way.
And I want to make sure that it's on the public record that you were on council
I was.
when we agreed to have 3 people.
You
over
did, and
those
you had yourself, Gary, and Jim Wright. I was not part of it, so don't try and turn it around.
I'm not turning around. You're pointing a
Well,
finger at me.
Well, that's because you controlled the deal, and I'm not going to get into discussion here because it's not the place to
Okay.
do it. I asked a question. I want it on public record, and we'll get the answers.
Okay. Good.
I'm done.
Thank you, Doug. Appreciate you. We're gonna go on to our action items. Up for consideration, discussion, approval. A variance for the resident to remove a late fee. I don't see that she's here. So how do you guys want to handle the fact that she's not here to present a request?
I'm not on the page yet. Where is it?
It's 9 a.m.
Is it that?
No.
9
9 a.m. the state legislature, right? Okay. Is it a requirement for them to be here?
No.
It'd be
Not-
nice to have them here. I mean, I don't know if it's actually a requirement.
It's
Is
not.
it a requirement good for them to actually be here if they're requesting a variance?
No, I mean,
Sorry, okay.
they have to do the, they could do it orally, or they could do it in writing, and it looks like they did it.
Okay.
This is
Any
the second
Second
session
time
we've had this summer. Actually, I think it's the third, but I believe that we deny that variance request.
I second. Is this the second?
Second,
Hey, I have a question.
Well,
Jim, you said this is.
Hold on a second.
Let's see.
this.
He made a motion. He seconded it. Now we're open for discussion.
Okay. Right.
Now we're going to discuss.
So Jim, you said this is the second or third time on the same late fee?
This is at least the second time this variance request has been on our agenda. I don't remember if it's on there the third time, but nobody showed up at the last meeting, so
Okay.
we didn't have an official meeting, but and she was not available at the last one. I don't know why. They're somewhat familiar. I'm somewhat familiar with it because it's been ongoing. She said she mailed a check or put it in the box, and we had no record of it. And couldn't find it. It never cleared the bank. And she said, he said, it's who lost it. And she stopped payment on her check, which cost her some money, I'm sure. And but as far as I know, the bank has never hit her check, so she's not out the amount of money of that check. She paid the bill, but what she got was a late fee because that check didn't come in. And that's what she's contesting is the late fee. Well, does that make sense?
Yeah, this is the one and only request, though. It's just shown up on our agenda more than once.
Yes,
Okay.
and she hadn't been here either time. I don't think she was here the first time, was she?
No, she wasn't.
But
No.
she doesn't actually have to. No, I know, but I mean, that's what we know. And
Yeah, she doesn't have to be here. It's not even a fact. She may have had to go to the hospital. She may have had to work.
More discussion?
Well, I want to point out that, you know, our city office processes 400 and something checks a month. And out of that percentage, I think I did the percentage on my phone one day and it came out to 0.0000 something percentage of mistake, which was very, very, very small. That check, if it would have got in that office, I'm a firm believer that it would have got processed and that we wouldn't have lost it. And the check never cleared the bank. So I just don't think the check actually, I don't believe it ever got in the box. And I believe it may have fell through her car seat. Maybe it fell, maybe she forgot to pull it out. I don't know. I don't know. Can't nobody know. But I don't think it should be our fault. I don't think it should be the fault of the city staff.
Any more discussion? All in favor of granting the variance?
What, say it again?
All in, sorry, all in favor of the granting the variance?
Well, we had a motion to not grant.
Right, but I'm saying, do we have a motion to approve? So we don't. Now we have a motion to not approve.
And we already had a second.
First and the second. Okay, who was the first?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Okay. The
Ron,
second
I
was?
second.
Okay, Lonnie was second?
Mhm.
Okay. All right, our next item up for
Well, wait a
consideration.
minute. We got to vote.
That's fine.
All those in
Oh,
favor
sorry.
of not granting,
All in favor?
of not granting the
granting it?
variance.
Aye.
Aye.
I might check.
I'll get better, don't worry about it.
You got it.
It's baby steps. All right, the ayes have it. Up for consideration, discussion, or approval of putting the Civic Center renovations out for bid. Any discussion?
There's not going to be discussion. So we don't-
Okay, we have a motion.
I'll make the motion. I'll second that.
I'll second.
Jeff is seconding. Motion.
Discussion.
Any discussion?
Okay. You want to do that here?
So there are some stones left unturned of information that we have found out as of late, as to what it's going to take to make that happen, to be able to get back in that civic center. And we need a little more time to investigate that. So with that being said, I'd like to table this until we have another week or so to do some homework on this. Because I'm quite certain that we're going to get back into that building and we're not going to exceed the $50,000 threshold. And I asked for some time to try and achieve that. And I'm fairly certain we can. We just need a little bit more time to do a little bit more investigation. We talked to another inspector today, and he gave us some very useful information. And I don't know if we even want to get into this discussion about the inspector that did the inspection.
I don't think there's any reason.
Yeah, that's a moot point right now. But at any rate, I'd like to table this.
Table it until January's meeting? Is that enough time?
It will definitely be settled by January's meeting, yes or no.
Yeah. Easily. And then also, Sherry,
Mhm.
between that time, if we need be, we could have another special meeting, quick meeting, whatever you want to call it, just to say, hey, this is what we found out. This is our plan of action. This is what we're going to do. We're not worried about cosmetic stuff. We're worried about just these things that get us in that goal and get us in that building. And that's what we want to fix. So, I mean, if we can come back and do that, maybe before January, get back in that building, because then we won't have, be out so long.
And I will say publicly to you guys, we did the very best we could do, and we made some mistakes. But we're going to correct those mistakes, that we made, and move forward from there. But give us that opportunity. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. It's a month. We have another meeting a month from now. And if it didn't happen, we've lost a month. But if we make it happen, we're under the $50,000 threshold and life is good. And I feel certain we can do that. I do.
I agree with that. I mean, I think we need to figure out what we need to do to be able to get in that building, because, you know,
And we're going to do just that.
I don't.
We won't be having.
I mean, I've only
outside
seen that
for
report.
25 degrees.
Amen.
I've only seen that report since Tuesday, and there's some stuff on there. Personally, I don't know what it is. I don't agree with it. There's some stuff on there that needs to be fixed.
It's absurd.
So, I agree.
Some of it's
You know,
even
with what
improv.
Gary's requested, I think we could table it pretty good. It needs to be done right.
Sure. And we want it done right. And, you know, and I'm gonna go ahead and point out that state inspector.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Not yet.
Step away from the bike.
All right.
Yeah.
Any more
It's
discussion?
not time. You already told me the same thing just a minute.
So,
Yeah.
Gary, you're moving to table this decision until next meeting.
That's correct.
I second that. For that ordinance sake.
Is there any more discussion about the, well, Sherry?
Right, is there any more discussion? All in favor of tabling it until at least January's meeting? If we don't really plan on doing something in December or
December.
something. So,
Well,
Gary did it first.
Ah,
All in favor? Any opposed?
a question, are we not having a meeting in December?
Don't plan on it. If we need to do a special meeting, we can.
But we don't know that we're not gonna have a meeting, so we're not saying right now publicly that we're not gonna have a meeting. Well, there's something, you never know what could come up.
We can discuss that.
There's no regular meetings in December, but that can be changed or we can do a special.
If something comes up, we need to have a meeting, we're registered with the PML to have a meeting on the third Thursday of the month under this shit. I hear you.
All right, up for consideration, discussion, and or approval, the ordinance for weeds, rubbish, brush, etc.
Oh, I guess I can read it. Ordinance, you just done.
The discussion.
I'd like to read through it.
Is this a new ordinance?
Actually, Jim, what it is we're updating the pre-existing ordinance to bring it up. I think the last time these ordinances were updated were either 2006 or 2009. And this is anticipating going after the abandoned homes.
Okay, this is repealing number 199 and making a new ordinance by modifying ordinance number 199.
I think that's the one that was before. It was 199. 216 was for garbage and trash. 199 is for junk cars. And then
Sherry,
the other one ordinance, the third ordinance is ordinance 260.
Terry, to be fair, and, you know, just to say that, you know, I just got my packet when I got.
Until the new guys can
This is
do.
our-
I'm all in favor.
I didn't get to read them. I want to read through it. That way I know what we're voting on. We may be voting, might be some typos or whatever. But I don't know.
I'm not all in favor for that. So why don't we go ahead and
Change all of it.
table all of the new ordinances? That way everybody gets a chance.
I'm gonna make a motion that we table all the new ordinances.
That'd be great.
I will second that.
Absolutely. All in favor?
It'd be great to see something in italics of what has changed. You know, between the first and the second.
It wasn't minor changes. It's almost a completely new one.
Okay.
Brand new ones.
Won't be hard to find then.
Well, it references, so on the city's current website,
You're there.
Okay.
it references what's being changed. It references what's on the website so you can compare.
So it will void the previous ordinance.
Correct.
It will avoid, yes.
Repealing all ordinances. Okay.
All right, so we're gonna table all of those so the new guys can actually take a look at it. Up for consideration, discussion, approval for selecting council officers. Can I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Any discussion?
We gotta have a second.
Oh, a second, sorry.
I can second. I'm
Jeff was seconded.
Where is that?
right here.
The
It's
very last,
9F.
next to the last thing. Okay.
What we're looking for this is basically the mayor pro tem's position and city secretary's position. It's 9F.
Okay, I got it.
Yes, I got it.
Any
No,
discussion?
y'all aren't gonna have anything in your packet. Yeah,
Okay.
let's go, let's go.
Order of positions.
We're looking to fill the mayor pro tem's position and the city secretary's position. If I have any input
I
on it,
honestly thought Sabrina was the city secretary.
no, we actually have a council member be a city secretary.
The council secretary signs off and
There's
acknowledges it.
ordinances and things like that.
She's sort of like a little S secretary, the city secretary, city clerk, office administrator, wears a lot of hats. So that can be a little bit confusing, but the city secretary, which is ordinances, like some election stuff, and some signing checks and things like that, it's more formal to have one at city council. But she serves that role with the little S secretary.
So what's the process here?
Basically, it's like the position of mayor pro tem. I
Okay.
had thought that being that Doug Emmons has been the longest serving council person, that I think that it'd be a fitting position for him. Being that he's never been offered that position before. But you guys are city council, you guys make the decision.
So you'll take nominations for both.
Right.
So someone can nominate it, typically not the same person. So you don't nominate yourself, but it's possible.
I'll nominate Doug Emmons.
Does anybody wanna, does anybody wanna volunteer?
I would nominate Jim Wright.
Well, that's what I'm thinking.
Who said that?
Thanks, that was my boy.
What position? Mayor pro tem.
The legs for a second there.
So take all the nominations and then vote on the nomination.
Just got-
Take all the nominations and then vote on the nomination.
So we got a nomination for Doug Emmons and we got a nomination for Jim Wright.
We can't vote?
Are you interested?
But you have to close the nominations.
Sure.
So what do we do? All those in favor of Jim Wright?
Any more nominations?
Oh, wait, we got a do we have to do, oh, Chair, are we doing this
One at a time.
one at a time?
One at a
Okay,
time.
one at a time. Okay.
So, or Jim, are you interested in that position as well?
Not really.
Okay, well, there you have it, because he is.
Okay.
That's what happened last.
So
Pretty typical.
That's good. Thank you.
All in favor?
What are we voting on?
Doug Emmons,
Doug
pro tem. All in favor?
Ah,
Any opposed? Ayes have it.
You have to vote on Jim, even though he said he wasn't even.
Oh, we have to vote on Jim, okay. All in favor of Jim? It's two.
You can only vote once, by the way.
Am I messing anybody up with this?
Let's step together.
Thanks.
Have to say vote to do.
Oh, okay, no to me.
No, no.
Yes to no.
So we got,
Right.
what did, how'd Doug vote?
If y'all want to do it again, let's move vote for Doug. Everyone who's doing
Hold it.
yes, vote once. Raise your hand.
Okay, we're voting for Doug?
Yes.
Can I vote for myself? Yeah.
You can vote for yourself.
Everybody's hands up.
You have to.
Yeah.
Well, that's
No.
four, Sherry, you can't vote here.
Here's that.
Yes.
But
Huh?
they're the only other. Who all voted aye?
I'll do it one more time.
Lonnie, Gary, Doug.
Gary,
Jim.
Doug Emmons, he's got his hand up.
And then there's two for Jim Wright. Me and Thibodeaux.
Sure. Even though he didn't want you.
Congratulations, Doug Emmons, I'm stepping down right now.
Two.
Cool.
That's fine, Jim.
Okay. Yeah, I take nominations for there.
All right.
Is it now, again, who's gonna-
We're gonna nominate one person or two people for city secretary.
Go over the duties of city secretary.
City secretary basically signs legal documents like the ordinances, for example, they sign along with the mayor. They can also sign on checks. So I mean,
Sign
there's
off on business meeting.
business.
You were the
meetings.
city secretary, so
Yeah, exactly.
we got a guy out here that knows what he did.
When we go into a
Pretty much
closed
what you
session,
said.
for example, the city secretary takes notes of the closed sessions.
Not on that.
It's supposed to be done, but
You
That's-
can't read
that's
Jim's
your-
right.
Can't read mine either.
I don't know how he can.
That was my pretty, man. What's this stuff?
You
So-
can delegate the task to someone else.
So who is interested?
Oh,
I
Jeff
nominated
volunteering.
Thibodeaux.
We nominate Jeff.
Jeff, you interested?
yeah.
All in favor
Got
of
to see your
Jeff?
legs. What are your legs? You know, your secretary.
Y'all already have
That we're
hands
stuck
up.
next time.
I think that's everybody.
That
All in
is
favor,
so
aye. Opposed?
Yeah.
And that-
You're stuck.
Ayes have it. Congratulations, all you new guys, this is it. Go home.
Okay, make a motion, we adjourn.
Yes, please.
Second.
All in favor, let's vote.
Yeah.
I seconded, Lonnie seconded.